India and Japan have finalized an ambitious agreement that provides for cooperation in 5G technology, artificial intelligence, and an array of other critical areas. Now, the two strategic partners have vowed to further broad-base their ties, including in the Indo-Pacific region. The cooperation between India and Japan on 5G technology comes on the backdrop of growing reluctance by a significant number of countries globally to allow Chinese telecommunications giant Huawei to roll out 5G services in their territories. Now, the 5G is the next generation cellular technology with download speeds stated to be 10 to 100 times faster than the current 4G LTE networks. Now, we are being joined by our principal diplomatic correspondent, Sudan Sybil, live from New Delhi for more on this. Good evening to you, Sudan. Now, this is an ambitious agreement that provides cooperation in 5G technology as well as artificial intelligence and other areas. What is the latest on this agreement?
Well, Alison, this was something that was agreed during the visit of Dr. S. Jaishankar. Remember, he was on a two-day visit to Japan. That visit ended today, and earlier today, Japanese time, he met his Japanese counterpart, the new Japanese foreign minister. In fact, the Japanese foreign minister, today is his birthday as well, and this was celebrated by all the Quad country foreign ministers. But talking about the key takeaways of the meeting was, of course, focusing on free and open Indo-Pacific, but both sides agreed on a cyber security agreement, the text of which focuses on 5G, on artificial intelligence, and of course Internet of Things. And this is something that is the top focus priority of many countries amidst growing concerns regarding Chinese companies involved in espionage. Also, the big focus was on supply chain resilience. Remember, last month saw India, Australia and Japan coming together for a supply chain agreement, which of course the Indian Prime Minister talked with his counterpart from Denmark during the virtual summit last month, in which the Denmark side also told WION later on that they are very eager for this initiative. So multiple things, but remember, when it comes to India-Japan relationship, this is a special relationship, and this is a relationship which focuses on development, on cooperation, especially when it comes to a very aggressive China. We know that the big focus now is on the virtual summit that is expected to take place very soon. It was agreed to take place, but then of course we know that there was a new leadership in Japan which has taken over. So we do expect a virtual summit between the Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi and the new Japanese Prime Minister who has taken over.
Right, Sudan, just to go back onto this, there is a growing reluctance by many countries around the world to allow Chinese telecommunications giant Huawei to roll out 5G in their territories. So this is a significant move between the two countries.
Well, of course, Alison, this is a significant move given the fact that globally there has been a backlash against Chinese companies, especially Huawei. We know that countries like United States, United Kingdom have taken a strong stance. India is yet to take a stance on allowing the Chinese company, but it doesn't look that there will be a favorable decision given the fact that tensions have been rising between New Delhi and Beijing amidst the line of actual control standoff which started earlier this year, and we have seen there is no solution in sight as well. There have been a number of talks which have been taking place. In fact, one talk is scheduled for 12th of November, the 7th Core Commanders conversation, but it doesn't look like the Chinese are eager to move away. In fact, they are digging in for the winter and look like it will be a long winter. So India is taking action on the various front, especially when it comes to investment coming from China.
Sudan, thank you. As always, great to speak to you, and thanks for that report there.